Hey guys, hope everybody's having a great afternoon. I'm going to get this shared on my page and then we'll get started with today's quarantine craft. Hope everybody's having a great Good Friday. Let's see where we at. I'm sure everybody's got some type of Easter plans. They're a little different, a little untraditional this year, I'm sure, with social distancing, but I do hope everybody has a great weekend. Before we get started, I did want to let you guys know we're going to be doing this again next week. So we'll be doing a quarantine craft every day at 3 p.m. right here on the Mix 96.9 Facebook page. We already have the supply list for next week's crafts posted, but I'll make sure to post it again after today's video. That way, if you are getting out to do that one grocery shopping trip this week, or doing an Amazon order, whatever it is, you'll know exactly what the kids are going to need for next week. So all next week, 3 o'clock, make sure to set your alarm. Make sure you like the Mix 96.9 Facebook page so you do get notified when we go live. So we're going to be doing paper plate snails today. This is actually a craft that I found on Facebook. It was kind of going viral there for a little bit and had a couple people reach out wanting to know if this was going to be one of our crafts. So we decided to make it today's Friday craft. And you don't need too much for today's. You need a paper plate, glue. Again, I'm sticking with the liquid or gel glue with today's. Scissors, one piece of yellow construction paper, a marker, a pen, these wonderful googly eyes, and different colors, pieces of tissue paper, construction paper, one or the other. You don't have to have each, and it's just whatever color is your preference. So I'm actually going to use a little bit of both since I did put tissue paper and construction paper on the supply list. That way you can kind of see that both work. So what we're going to do is we are going to take our paper plate, and the whole goal, as you can see, is to cover it a good bit, but not like the other day when you were trying to cover all of the white with the tissue paper. You want to spread it out enough to where most of it is color, not all white. I did do several different ones where this is a little, you could get away with this, but you probably want to put a little more color on there. The kids will definitely want to. So just to kind of give you an idea. So you simply can put it in whatever order or pattern that you want. No particular way is right or wrong. And like I said, if Miss Mackenzie can zoom in, you can see that some of this is tissue paper and some of it is construction paper. So it's whatever you have laying around the house. And for me, when we were practicing this, I found it easier to just kind of put some dots of glue around instead of trying to do each one individually. It kind of saves you some time, and it's not as messy if you put the glue directly on the paper plate instead of on the tissue paper or construction paper. So I'm just going to pick up some of these. Again, no particular pattern for me. If you want to stick to a pattern, you definitely can, but you don't have to. So if Miss Mackenzie can zoom in, she's going to show you where I'm not overlaying the paper, and you can see white in between each of these. And all of my squares that I cut out were different sizes. I didn't take a lot of time to do that, just so that it looks different. And I am doing today's craft with y'all in real time. I didn't do a lot of prep work. That way y'all could see that this is an easy, fun craft and it's not too hard. The only hard part that we'll come up to here in a second is drawing the snail's face. I will admit it, Miss Mackenzie was a lot better at that than me. So if you want to be like me, it's probably going to take you a few times to get it right. So again, I did the first one, so I'm just going to go back again and add more glue. I'm not going to come back and fill any of these up because you want to keep some white showing. Just putting, like I said, I just figured out that this is a little less messy. Moms and dads, I'm sure you'll appreciate that. Trying to use different colors. I know I saw one of these where they did just complete rainbow colors, and there was all kinds of different even shapes. Some people were doing triangles and things like that. So mom and dad, if you want to work on shapes and things like that, this would be a great craft to do that with, because you could definitely use different shapes if you wanted to. Some of these are going to overlap just out of habit, but the main thing is you want to make sure to try to keep some white showing. And remember, as always, when we're done with today's craft, we definitely want to see pictures. And mom, dad, if y'all don't mind us sharing the picture when you post it on my page or the station's page, just let us know that we have your permission to post your picture, and we will definitely do that. And I think the kids will think it's pretty cool to have their picture on the Facebook page. But definitely make plans to share those with us. It does get a little messier when you're on the sides because the glue wants to run, but not too bad. I try not to pick the messiest crafts, that way Mom and Dad will let you do these. So I'm just going around, again, try not to overlap. I'm not doing any particular pattern or order. Just trying to separate the colors a little bit. And as you can see, Miss Mackenzie can zoom in. I'm using tissue paper and construction paper mainly to let you guys know that you could do either or. I don't know about y'all, but we're going to be getting some more construction paper for next week because we've been going through so much of it doing this. So if you have more, the other day our craft called for tissue paper, but not a lot of it. So I thought, well, maybe some people have more tissue paper laying around right now than construction paper. Definitely want to see pictures of these. I know I just said that, but these are probably one of the cutest ones just because each of them are going to be so different. So definitely make plans to post those for us. Alright. Now one more for this piece. Okay, so as you can see, I left a lot of white in between each. Some of them are going to overlap just because they're all different sizes, but I'll kind of show you. Lift it up for you. So definitely you can see the white. That's the whole point, is you definitely want to see the white. Now I'm going to show you the head of the snail, and you're definitely going to need Mom and Dad's help on this unless you are just very artistic. This is kind of what you're looking at. Miss Mackenzie drew this one. She's better at freehanding that kind of stuff than I am. So you definitely don't have to do exactly this. You could do just the head and the antennas. The main part is, however you do the head for your snail, you definitely want to make sure that the antennas, the circle portion of it, is fairly big. You don't want it too small. That's a little bit big, a little less than a quarter is the kind of size of that, because that's where we're going to end up putting the eyes. So whatever your head looks like, just make sure you have 2 antennas for that. You could trace it if you want to. I'm just going to use the one that Miss Mackenzie did earlier today. So what you're going to want to do is right on this portion of the snail's neck is where you're actually going to put the glue. Okay? Not too much, because you definitely want it to stick out. You don't want to glue it too much underneath the plate, because then it won't look right. Alright? And then you can simply pick up your plate and set it exactly where you want it, right on top of that glue, so it really sticks to it. So that'll take a second to dry, so don't be moving it too much once you have it in place, just because it needs a second to dry. Then I'm going to take 2 of the eyes and put them exactly where I just mentioned on the antennas. I've got glue going everywhere now. I'll turn this upside down in just a second to show you. Glue all over my fingers right now. Alright, so I'm going to turn it. Well, let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and draw his little mouth on here too before I turn it. So mine's still drying. It did slip just a little bit just then. So I'm going to turn this around so Miss Mackenzie can zoom in and show you. That is what your paper plate snail looks like. Like I said, it's a fun one, an easy one, except for the face of the snail might be a little difficult for you, but Mom and Dad can definitely help you on that one. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure, again, like I've said a couple times on this video, to post your pictures of your final paper plate snail. We can't wait to see those. Hope everyone has a great Easter weekend, and remember, we'll be doing this again all next week at 3 o'clock on the Mix 96.9 Facebook page. Bye, guys.